What's up, YouTube? As you can see, this video is going to be a little bit different. It's technically kind of a build video because I'm gonna put all of this stuff in here, but as you can see there's already a PC in here, but it's a little old, so this is like my upgrade. So basically I'm just replacing the motherboard, the CPU, RAM, and I'm adding an M.2 drive. I already have one there, but there's like 4 different SSDs in there. I want to remove all of them and not have to deal with any of the cables. And all of the contents of those SSDs are going into this drive. I didn't do that yet because this motherboard only has one M.2 slot. Ideally, I was gonna put this in there and then copy all of the SSDs into this one and then take out the SSDs, but because this motherboard only has one M.2 slot and the one that's in there is my boot drive, I can't take it out. So instead, there's also 2 hard drives in there. So I took all of the contents of the SSDs, which was basically just Steam libraries, and moved all of them into a hard drive. And then now all of the SSDs in there are empty, except for the M.2, of course. M.2, sorry. And now when I move that one in with the new motherboard, I'll just copy the contents of the hard drive to the new M.2. This system is about almost 4 years old. The CPU that's in there is an Intel 5820K, and it's 6 cores, which just for gaming, it's still enough. Like right now I'm still running every possible game in ultra settings in 1440p. And I don't play crazy competitive games like Counter-Strike, for example, so I don't need really high refresh rate, so this is fine. The reason why I'm upgrading is because I want to edit for you in 4K, and I was doing that on my Mac Pro, but the Mac is even older. It's from 2013. And it wasn't handling that task anymore very well. But luckily, Macs are very expensive, so I sold the Mac, and with the parts, with the money, I was able to buy all of these parts that I'm gonna use to upgrade this PC. So let's do it. So let's talk a little bit about the parts that I'm gonna put in this. This is the asrock X570M Pro 4. I went with X570 because I wanted to be as future-proof as possible. Supports PCIe 4, which is the main reason to go X570. Now, 90% of people don't need that yet because GPUs don't take advantage of that, most of them. The one thing that already kind of sort of takes advantage of PCIe 4 is some SSDs, and they're a little bit more expensive than PCIe 3, and the expected speed gains are much more than what they actually are, so it's arguably not worth it yet, but I just wanted to get the fastest thing it could possibly get, because this drive is going to be my video editing cache drive, and hopefully that'll help. So we'll see. And then for the memory, I got the Trident Z Neo, and because this board only has 4 slots, I was trying to go with 2 32 gig sticks, but I couldn't find them in the speed that I wanted, which is 3600 at CAS 16 latency, which after a lot of research and talking to a lot of people, it sounded like that was the best compromise for my use case, which is DaVinci Resolve, After Effects, and also gaming. So my main concern with the RAM was not necessarily the speed, it's more the bandwidth. So I knew I needed 64 gigs, and I was trying to still leave 2 slots open for future upgrades, but I couldn't find 2 32 gig sticks of 3600 megahertz memory with 16 latency. So instead I went with 4 16 gigs, and these are advertised, they're marketed as being Ryzen friendly, so we'll see if they really are, because I've contacted ASRock before buying. They said they didn't test it with this memory, but they tested it with something very close, which is the 3200 kit, so that should work. And last but not least, AMD 3900X. This is, oh, that was upside down. This is the top of the line consumer level Ryzen processor. Right now, they're about to release the 3950X, which is going to have 16 cores instead of the 12 in this one. But for me, this is enough, because my Mac Pro had 12 cores, but it was a very much older Xeon CPU, and it was half as fast as this. So I think, because this is a much newer CPU, much faster, same number of cores, and I also had 64 gigs of RAM, but that RAM was DDR3. So it was a generation before this one. Everything in this system now is going to be way faster than the Mac, so I think I'll be able to edit in 4K easily. So let's start gutting this and then putting the new stuff in. IO shield first, of course. Now let me just see the orientation. I think it's gonna be this way. This way. Yeah. There we go. And I need to move these 3 standoffs up here. Oh, just 2 of them, actually. Okay. Now that we removed all of the parts from in here that I'm getting rid of, let's mount the CPU and the memory on this so we can put it in. SATA cable, IO shield, CD, manual. Let's put all of that here. Okay. Right. Now, as all of the tech channels teach us to do, put it on top of the motherboard box. There we go. Ooh, there's a peel. Let's do the peel. Okay. This should, there we go. Just a quick tug. And then I have to remove this. Okay. Thermal pad. Very nice. All right, so now I can put my SSD drive there. There's another M.2 here, but don't get confused because this one is for a Wi-Fi module. It's not for a hard drive. It's not for an SSD. So here is my boot drive, and I want to put it here. I think, because I think this is the first one and this is the second one. M.2 2. Yeah, so this is the first one. Okay, so boot goes here. Hear that click? That's what you want. And then you just push it down and tighten that little screw. Where's my screwdriver? This one is not magnetic. I mean, this is, but this one is not sticking, so I'm gonna do it this way. All right. No need to like over tighten, just, oh, but this is a lot of room. Oh, but it won't go any further, so what matters is that this side's connected, so I think that's fine. Now let's get the other one, our rocket. comes in a metal box. This is fancy. Pretty cool, guys. Wow. A little tab here to pull open. Of course it's gonna rip. Come on. A little booklet. Heatsink. I didn't get the one that comes with that, so I'm not gonna be doing that. Yada yada yada. How to install. We know all that, right? And here is the actual drive. This tiny little thing. 2 terabytes of really fast NVMe PCI Gen 4 storage. Can't wait to plug it in. Yeah, that looks better. This one goes in here. And here it is. Such a tiny thing. So powerful. Of course, they give you a sticker that I apparently can't get out. There we go. Nice. I'll leave it in there for now. Which makes sense, right? Because it's a bunch of copper and... What? Oh man, I forgot about the thermal paste. It comes pre-applied? Huh. I made a boo-boo. We lift this. See that when I do that, the base kind of moves a little bit to accept the CPU. And here it is. Now you want to look for that little golden arrow there to match with the arrow on here. Don't know if you can see in the camera, it's kind of hard to see, but it's on this side. So that means I need to do it this way and just drop it there. But it's not quite, there we go. It falls in, right? Give it a little wiggle just to make sure. Yep, it's in the right place. And then you put this down. Boom, CPU installed. Now it's time for one of the most controversial things in the PC build video world, and that's the thermal paste. Now, because this thermal paste is with me ever since I bought that old PC, this is probably pretty old too. It has at least 2 years, but it should be fine. So I'm gonna gently, whoop. Oh man, this is really old. Too much. I'm gonna throw this out. And now let's see if I can, there we go. So we had a little hiccup there. Turns out that I need a different bracket to use this cooler, my AIO, with AMD processors, and I don't have the bracket. So for now, I'm just gonna use the included Wraith cooler. I guess I should be thankful that this processor comes with a cooler, because otherwise I would be so screwed. Hey, finally. Okay, now this side. Whew. Okay, I got both sides. Now we latch it up. Yes. Okay. Whew, that's on there. Okay. Before you guys go off on me in the comment section, I know I'm supposed to test it like outside of the computer, see if it posts before putting it all back in, but I'm not having the most patient of days, so it's gonna work, I think. Everything is plugged in, so let's see if it posts. Here we go. I'm even gonna turn the light off to get the full RGB glory of that cooler and the new RAM sticks, even if the cable management is disgusting, I know. Let's see. Hey! Ooh, look at the pretty lights. Hey! Everything is spinning. Moment of truth. Come on, monitors. Show me something. I have all three plugged in, but I don't remember which cable is going to which monitor, so probably only one is gonna light up first. but I don't know which one. Hey! F2. Ta-da! Hell yes! From here on out, you guys know, set up, detect devices, do all of that stuff again, but it's working. It's a win. See you in the next one.